Hi, welcome back. It's Lionel, your tech lead and partner at Westvault. And from my last video, right, you may think that Agile is the next best thing since sliced bread. It's everywhere, everything. There's so many good things about it. But whoa, before you go on and join the cult of Agile, let's talk about what are the negative points of Agile and when you cannot use Agile. So I feel that no one else talks about this. So let's go through the top 3 reasons when not to use Agile. The first reason is where it's high delivery costs. When you have high delivery costs of a certain product in a process. This cost could be in terms of money, it could be in terms of time, or it could be just a difficulty in the logistics of it. So let's give an example. Say that space shuttle that just flew off, right? That is an example. How, if we found a part that we wanted to improve, how would we do that? It would be almost, first of all, it'd be very expensive. We have to build it and put it in the space shuttle. It would be very time consuming, but it would be almost logistically impossible. So certain products lean themselves like this. Cars are one of those things, you know, Takeda airbag. You can't just go out there and then bring back all the cars and refit them. So this is the first area that you want to look out for. Number 2, high failure costs. When you are building a product that has a extremely high failure cost. An example of this could be pharmaceuticals. If you make a drug, right, and you roll it out and people die, do you look at it and say, hey, you know, let's roll it, let's agile, let's iterate this. But unfortunately, the cost is very, very high in terms of people dying. So, you know, vaccines are one of those things. High costs of failure is one of those things. The final one is high risk, okay? 2 kinds of risks. One, political risk. So for example, if something were to happen and everyone just jumps up and down like crazy about it, okay? So there are many things, example, or political risk in your company. So for example, you do something wrong and it's not very serious, not you know, maybe a site is down for about 10 minutes, which nobody cared about, but your CEO is crazy about it. He's nuts about it. The board is crazy about it. They put it into their, you know, their mission statement. That's high political risk. The other one is high business risk, okay? Let's say if something goes down on your website or your software, or you know your users don't like that, they're just revolting. That's a high business risk. So 3 main reasons why when you don't want to be using Agile. Now, in reality, in the businesses that you're working, we don't have such extreme examples. They are usually a combination of 3 of them to a certain degree. Now, one of the worst things, right, is the transition of a business that can be agile turning into something that cannot be agile. So a good example is big tech. Today, take a look at Facebook. They have not changed their UI design in over 10 years. It's still that blue thing that slots in there. They haven't changed many features. The reason is that they're all, as the business has become from small to large to something that is 200 or 300 billion dollar company, right? The risk has increased on all 3 of these areas. So while they may have started something like Agile, where they could have gone and rolled out a lot of features, now, even if they do something where they put the logout button in one drop down on the bottom side, right? That causes massive pain, massive outreach, you know, the Reddit is full, all that kind of stuff. So sometimes when you have a business, right, and these are certain fundamentals that fit these characteristics, you have to look out whether Agile actually applies to you. Agile is not a one-size-fits-all. You have to measure it and see if it works for your business and whether these 3 combinations have been met, or how much of it do you want to take into account. So in my next video, right, once we figure out that we want to apply Agile to our business, I'm going to go through how you can roll out Agile, a simple steps process on how you can do a DIY Agile process in your company. And that's the bottom line because the tech lead said so.